Tembo Sacco is marking its golden jubilee, 50 years of growth. And in this documentary, find out how the Sacco has transformed lives and why it's among the best in the country.
Tembo Sacco was started in 1972 by then the employees of Kenya Breweries Limited, with the sole purpose of assisting them to make savings and also access credit at affordable rates.
Tembo Sacco's vision is to be the financial partner of choice to its members. The Sacco currently has a membership of about 6,000 members who have saved about 3 billion Kenya shillings. Its asset base is about 4.5 billion Kenya shillings.
We have been able to pay 11% on interest on deposit and 20% on the share capitals, and our partners are quite happy, or our customers.
The Sacco used to serve only members of EABL group, that is Kenya Breweries, East African Maltings, and the then Central Glass Industries, which today is called Conso. And up to the year 2012, we continued to serve only those members, but we realized that it was time that we allowed other people to come and enjoy the services that we offer, and therefore we opened our common board. Today, anybody can walk in and actually become our member.
One of the things that we are proud of is to sound management, that is both in the board and in the management, by ensuring you have the competent skills and people taking over roles in those areas. Now, based on that then, because we have a special IT department, we have heavily invested on ICTs to make sure that we are able to keep up with the speed in the societies and also cope up with our competitors out there.
The other key milestone is that the Sacco is now housed in its own plaza.
This is also a big one for us because we don't need to pay rent. In fact, we are able to get a rent from the tenants that we have hosted herein.
In Monyu, Kieni East constituency, Nyeri County, we meet James Karegi, a farmer who has been a member of Tembo Sacco for 42 years. He retired from East African Breweries in 2012 after serving as the company's group managing director for supply chain. Karegi shares his experience as one of the oldest members of Tembo Sacco as it marks its 50th anniversary.
Everything I have is indirectly related to Tembo. I've never borrowed from the banks all these years. I borrow from Tembo, mainly because it's the most cost-effective borrowing that anybody can do. At 1% per month interest on a reducing balance, you can never get that kind of money from anybody else, especially the banks. So it's been very good for me, because anytime I needed money for either buying a piece of land or developing a piece of land or buying a car, my first car I bought on Tembo money.
One of Karegi's retirement projects is dairy farming.
So tutaenda kuona ng'ombe and some of the other stuff that we do here.
Yeah, well done.
Hey, thank you.
Well done, James.
Hey.
Karegi has 12 dairy animals which currently produce about 150 liters of milk per day.
The core stock is Frisians, and then we've started going into Ashas.
This is Asha, yeah.
This is Asha.
Karegi also owns a private school known as Viewpoint Junior School with about 300 students.
This would hold 600 students.
600 students.
Registered. This is our head teacher.
Tembo Sacco's core values are integrity, equity, innovation, passion, accountability, and efficiency.
As a member of Tembo Sacco has never disappointed me. There are three things that make me like Tembo Sacco. One, it is only Tembo Sacco where you can get in with a form. I feel if everything is right, within 10 minutes, I've gotten my 2 million. The second point why I like Tembo Sacco is about the return on my investment. As I've worked for 15 years, as I grow older, I like to invest. So it is only Tembo Sacco where I get the highest return on my investment. For the last couple of years, I've been getting 20% on my dividend as a member of Tembo Sacco. Then my last point, and the most importantly, the integrity under which the Tembo management and the staff undertake their work. It makes me feel that my investment, the amount of money that I've deposited in Tembo Sacco, they are safe, and whether I'm sleeping, I'm not worried.
My primary reason for joining a Sacco generally was to be in a place where I can save consistently. That is number one. Number two, it is that I can save and then I'll get a loan on the basis of what I have saved. The first time I took a loan was when I bought my first car. I took a loan of 800,000. I needed about 750, so I took 800 because of the insurance for the car. That was the very first time. That was end of 2017, beginning of 2018. From there, I think I've been taking a loan every year, because usually I make sure I clear the loans I have within a year or so. So using the help and the credit facility from Tembo Sacco, I have been able to grow my business from owning one vehicle for the taxi business, and now I have 4 vehicles. And it seems like this is going to continue for some time.
Our key partners, one is East African Breweries and also Consul Glass Kenya, who do check-off arrangements for us, for our members who are their employees. But being cooperators, we cooperate with other cooperators, Cooperative Bank, CIC Insurance Group, we have Cusco, we have CAK, and we are very active in all those institutions.
Tembo Sacco has been one of our greatest partners over the years. Actually, for the longest period since they were established or registered. They have been working with Cooperative Bank. We've seen them register milestone after milestone, and we are very proud for the far they have come from. Currently, Tembo Sacco is a very liquid Sacco. So all the excess deposits, they actually invest with Cooperative Bank. We give them good returns. They trust and believe that their funds are safe in Cooperative Bank.
Tembo Sacco has birthed other institutions that have provided investment opportunities for its members. There is Tembo Investment that owns Tembo House that is located along Moi Avenue in Nairobi. Engineer John Kamugi is the chairman of the institution.
Tembo Sacco savings have done us a lot. We even get loan from them instead of going to the giant banks which are going to give us a lot of very high rates. Tembo Sacco has made us grow.
There is also Tembo Ventures.
We are the development and investment arm of Tembo Sacco. We assist members into purchasing property and taking them through any other investment that they would wish to have.
Also joining Tembo Sacco as an affiliate institution in celebrating the Sacco's milestones in 50 years is Tembo Trio, whose chairman is Alan Ryungu. Ryungu is a former chairman of the Sacco.
In 2016, Tembo Sacco wanted to venture into an investment and give a platform where the members of the Sacco could invest in real estate. And we came up with a company under the name of Tembo Trio, which bought the building from EABL. This was formerly the headquarters for East African Breweries. And we bought it and floated the shares to mostly the members who are also employees and also to the public. So in terms of relationship, Tembo Sacco is the biggest shareholder of the investment of Tembo Trio.
Nation Media Group Chief Executive Officer Stephen Gitagama is among former employees who set up a strong foundation for the society. He joined the Sacco on secondment from East African Breweries as the accountant and manager of the Sacco in 1995 for 3 years. He later joined the Sacco's board in 2005 as a treasurer.
One thing that I learned and really I appreciated from the Sacco is the culture of saving and investment. I learned a lot in terms of how to save, how to invest, and how to build yourself at a personal level. So my message to the members is to encourage them to continue saving aggressively, because whatever they save today will help them in the future years. And apart from saving, they need to ensure they invest aggressively. They invest most of their savings so that they can grow themselves at a personal level and also at a corporate and family level.
Tembo Sacco believes in giving back to the community through corporate social responsibility activities. It supports children's homes, including Bethel Children's Home in Ilpolei, Samburu County.
Nawashukuru sana wote wa Tembo Sacco, wale ambao sasa wametutambua wakatuonea fadhili nyingi kuu hivi wanapoadhimisha miaka 50 tangu walipoanza, na hata wamekuja hapa ili kuangalia watoto wetu na wakatuletea chakula kingi pamoja na hata hiyo cheki. Ninasema Mungu awabariki, na zaidi yote hata tanki la maji lile ambalo walituletea na mengi wametutendea, tunashukuru.
The Sacco also supports nyumba ya wazee in Kasarani, Nairobi.
Personally, and all the sisters, we are really touched when we see a group coming to visit us. And I think it's the same feelings I have today seeing a Tembo Sacco group with us, because actually the first thing, I think it encourages us in our mission, that in this mission of taking care of the elderly poor, we are not alone. There are people who have good heart, there are people who have that will to help others.
Back to the Sacco's 50-year journey, and trust remains one of the top pillars of the society's success.
Financial issues is all about trust. The fact that you can trust me with your money and I am trustworthy. We cherish integrity. We are also very careful the way we do our business. We ensure that we are compliant, because compliance is very, very important with all the bodies that require us to be compliant. We also make sure that we do our risk management very, very well.
The Sacco is compliant with the regulations of the Sacco Society's regulatory authority, SASRA.
That's very key. That comes in a part of the governance, because if we operate in a heavily regulated environment, there are certain terms and regulations that we must always adhere to. There are reports that we should always submit to the regulator, and we always ensure that we are on top of them. Tembo management ensures that we always submit reports as required, and we give them as per the specifications.
The Sacco is currently in Tier 2 category of Saccos. It is aiming to jump into Tier 1 level, a category of Saccos with an asset base of 5 billion shillings and above.
As we celebrate 50 years, we want to tell our members that they can trust us. We keep our promise.
We've always had our tagline, Tembo na wewe milele. What we have done is that we've always worked with our members and ensuring that members can walk to us. And even when you don't have the availables, because you know the way the loans in Saccos are given based on your deposit, but you can walk to us and we can discuss a repayment period.
As Tembo turns 50, I can only wish it very many more years of continuing to inspire growth in its members through its products.
Indeed, Tembo Sacco has lived up to expectations. The board and management are confident about a much brighter future.
For the last 15 years, we have not seen anyone leave Sacco as in the employees, because they have been taken good care of. And as a current chair of the board, I promise that we will lay good grounds to ensure that this inheritance is continued to be safeguarded, and we will be here for the next to celebrate 100 years.